Behind me, you can see a chair. Well, perhaps it doesn't really look like a chair, so I'm letting you know right up front that's what it is. It's a small chair, armchair, and on top of it is a drop cloth. And now, since you've had a good look at it, I'm going to change the picture. That happens a lot, doesn't it? Just when we get used to looking at something, the picture changes and we have to get used to it all over again. I'm in a chair quandary. And I want to tell you, since you don't know me all that well yet, that I'm a person who likes to paint and draw chairs, interiors, as we say in the art world. And so a chair is not simply a chair, it becomes something that I might paint over and over or draw with pen and ink. So back to my chair quandary. I decided to do fall cleaning. I understand that some people do spring cleaning. Well, for some reason, I just like to do it in the fall. And then I don't have to dread doing it in the spring, perhaps. And since I'm inside more in the winter, then I'm in a nice, clean environment and so forth. But I'm getting off the subject. So I have a drop cloth on this chair. And I'm just, drapes. It has a nice shape and it's comfortable to sit on it. And it was time to wash it as part of fall cleaning. So I did, and every year when I bring the drop cloth back up, I have a problem because it's actually the wrong size of drop cloth for the chair, but it was what was available, and I was making do with what was at hand, so to speak. And so every year I struggle with getting it on and having it kind of be even, and I want it to look unintentional and that the little creases and wrinkles in it looked as if they just happened that way. And I worked very, very hard, very, very focused to make this drop cloth look as if it had dropped on it just out of the blue, and that's how it was. And yes, I realize there is a point at which that's a little bit ridiculous. Well, this year, I just didn't have time to fool with that, and so I just sort of flung the drop cloth at the chair. And this is a chair that, and yes, I might draw it, but I sit in it in my kitchen. It's where I sit and read. I do a lot of things in this chair. It's a really huge part of my life. Well, when I flung the drop cloth on the chair, I'll be darned if it just didn't look perfect. It was more than I had hoped for, and in fact I hadn't hoped at all. I just was trying to get finished, and I didn't really care one way or another. And so I'm wondering, is perfection achieved when we're really not trying to, when we've let go of it, when we really don't care at all and we've given up and we've decided we really are grossly imperfect, and that's perfectly fine, ha ha ha. But now the problem is, I love how it drapes. I love all the shapes. And I can't sit in it. It would disturb it. I haven't drawn it yet. And so now my way of life has changed. No, I'm not really whining. I'm just sort of admitting to you how strange I might be. I'm having a problem about something no one else would even notice. And so maybe that's what I needed to do. Maybe that's the first step in taking action. Is just saying, hey,